Now 6:30 on WKYT this morning, developing news from Carter Cave State Park, where a death investigation is underway right now.
And police are looking for the person who shot and killed a Kentucky State University student at a pool party outside Atlanta.
Also, a hockey fan takes out some frustration by tasing the mayor of an Arizona town.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it's so nice to have you with us here on June 15th, right in the middle of the month of June. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Maybe you're getting up, maybe you're on vacation. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are taking their summer vacations right about now.
Yeah, folks trying to get a little time here and there, you know, as I did last week.
As you
it was
did.
nice.
Welcome back.
Nice to go and nice to be back as well, right? We are watching this morning for the temperature once again to climb along with that humidity. I mean, it's been the trend the last week or so.
It has definitely been hot, Micah.
Yeah, it's no doubt about it. We're going to stay that way throughout the next 6 to 7 days. The only chance that we actually can cool some things off is actually to bring some rain off in here. Now, I just don't see that the next 48 hours. There's only slight chances of rain next couple of days. 72 now in Richmond. Sun has risen above the horizon, and we're going to see those temperatures rise pretty rapidly. 85 there by noontime, which if we finished off at 85 degrees for an afternoon high, that's still above average. Average being 82, 83 degrees, depending on where you live. But we'll finish off at 90 degrees later on this afternoon. It's exactly what we saw this weekend with small chances of rain, extremely small, at about 10 to 20%. Most stay dry, but it's about those temperatures at 90 degrees. Humidity way up, but we're watching a disturbance off into the Gulf of Mexico. I know that's far away, but when those things come rolling on through, they give tremendous amounts of rain. Are we going to be seeing that? And if so, when? I'll have that coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, we'll keep watch on that. We thank you very much. WKYT News tracking a developing story this morning in Carter County. A deputy coroner says a man's body has been pulled from a lake at Carter Cave State Park.
The man was with some friends yesterday when investigators say he went into the water and never came out. Fish and Wildlife now handling the investigation. The man's name has not yet been released. Well, it's a big break for Lexington fire investigators. They've arrested a woman accused of starting several fires.
And we've learned some new details now about the suspect after picking up her arrest citation early this morning. WKYT's Victor Puente has been looking through those documents. He's joining us from our live desk to explain what we've learned. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Denitra Ross is charged with 5 counts of arson and 1 criminal attempt of arson. Lexington firefighters have been investigating a series of fires on Alumni Drive. They've charged 38-year-old Ross with setting those fires. Lexington Fire Department investigators say the first fire was on May 3rd, then another the following day. There were a few last week. Ross's arrest citation says she set fire to the shutters attached to the East Ridge apartments 5 times. It also says she attempted to set fire to the building using an ignitable liquid and matches. That attempt comes from May 19th. Ross's address is the same as the building she's accused of setting on fire. That citation says the building was occupied each time a fire was set. At the live desk, Victor Puente, WKYT.
A Kentucky State University student is dead after a shooting in Georgia. 19-year-old Wally Clanton was one of 5 people shot at a pool party Saturday night outside Atlanta. He died of his injuries. The 4 other teens who were shot have non-life-threatening injuries, and police have not made any arrests in this shooting.
The time this morning is 6:34 on WKYT, and new this morning, police are looking for suspects who set up and robbed a Lexington pizza delivery driver. The employee was robbed a little before midnight last night at the Fox Run Apartments on McCullough Drive. That's in the Winburn neighborhood. Police say 3 people, possibly teenagers, were wearing masks and knocked the driver down before stealing the pizza and cash.
Crews will continue searching today for a missing woman in McCreary County. The 24-year-old was reported missing Saturday night at Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. Police say she was with 2 other people near Eagle Falls when she disappeared. Search teams say a strong undercurrent and debris in the water forced divers to search a large area. This morning, 2 people are in the hospital after a weekend shooting in Somerset. Police say several people on motorcycles pulled into the America's Best Value Inn off US 27 and started shooting. Witnesses said they heard at least a dozen shots. Johnny Wardrop and James Mankin were taken to UK hospital. Police made another arrest, Christopher McCracken from Nashville.
Louisville's police chief is responding now after surveillance video of a deadly police shooting has been released. That video shows Officer Nathan Blanford get out of his cruiser, talk to a man who then apparently grabs a flagpole and swings it toward the officer. The police chief says Blanford then shot the man twice. 35-year-old Ding Manyun later died at the hospital.
I believe, looking at the video, he did not have the opportunity to transition to another option. I think he felt, and I can't talk about what he felt, but it would appear to me, based on my view of the video, that he felt threatened, that his life was in danger. There's a man swinging a 7 or 8 foot metal pole at him.
The police chief says Manyun was stopped because he matched the description of a suspect who had assaulted a woman and snatched her purse.
Big news for parents on a new child booster seat bill that passed the Kentucky General Assembly. Today, Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear will sign that bill into law. WKYT's Sean Moody is live for us to explain what this new law will require.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet said last year there were 15 children killed in accidents across the state. 4 of them were unrestrained. The supporters of House Bill 315 hope that this will save some lives in the future. Supporters of the bill say it brings Kentucky law in line with 31 other states who followed recommendations from injury prevention experts. Before this, only children up to 50 inches needed to be in a booster seat. Now the law will apply to kids up to 57 inches. The Transportation Cabinet says those seats go a long way towards saving lives. For kids in passenger cars, they say the seats are 71% effective at preventing fatal injuries in infants and 54% for toddlers. They say seats reduce the risk of injury by 60% over the use of seat belts alone. Now, Governor Beshear will be here along with some of the one of the bill's sponsors and injury prevention experts for that ceremonial signing at 10 o'clock this morning. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
New this morning, a man is in jail after trying to escape from police. Police say 30-year-old Jonathan Shackelford tried to run away from officers while at UK Hospital, but he crashed into a door, breaking it and knocking himself out. He's charged with drug possession and escape. A gas station employee and 2 others are accused of robbing a Breathitt County store. Jackson police say the clerk at the Shell Mart on Kentucky 15 was taking out the trash when 3 men jumped him and robbed the store. Police say someone got into the safe by using the combination. They later arrested a juvenile, William Combs and Trevor Hayes. Hayes was an employee at the Shell Mart.
Time now is 6:38 here on WKYT, and a memorial is being planned for the highly respected former Lexington Herald leader, editor John Carroll. The Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist died over the weekend at his Lexington home. His wife said he had suffered from a rare neurological disorder. Carroll also led newsrooms at the Baltimore Sun and the Los Angeles Times. He was 73 years old. A memorial service for John Carroll is planned for June 22nd at First Presbyterian Church. And sad news out of the horse racing world. Danzig Moon, the 5th place finisher in this year's Kentucky Derby, was euthanized yesterday. He suffered a fatal injury to his right hind leg in the Plate Trial Stakes in Toronto. Danzig Moon was making his first start since finishing 6th in the Preakness Stakes.
The WNBA's Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky honored 19-year-old Lauryn Hill last night. Hill, of course, died in April from brain cancer. She played basketball at Mount St. Joseph University in Cincinnati. The Fever made her an honorary team member, draping her jersey over one of the Fever seats. Players tried to make as many layups as they could, each one worth a $300 donation to the Cure Starts Now, a cancer charity Hill worked with.
Essentially, she left us the mission. She handed it off, and we're now her voice. Everybody, even all of you are her voice to keep pushing the mission forward and helping that all these families hopefully one day don't have to go through what we sat and watched Lauryn go through.
Fans were also able to shoot layups for a donation and bid on items up for auction. So she did a lot of work in her short time here on this earth, and still being honored and remembered, and the cause moves forward.
She left a mark, no doubt.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, a disgruntled hockey fan tased Glendale, Arizona's mayor at a charity event. It was all caught on camera, of course.
Yeah, this is sort of in fun, I guess. Fans fear that City Council's cancellation of its arena contract with the Arizona.
Go! Look what we got!
Well, there it is. They're fearful that this cancellation of the contract with the Arizona Coyotes could prompt the NHL team to leave Glendale. The fan took an opportunity to tase Mayor Jerry Weirs, as you saw there, who was auctioned off to raise money for the 100 Club of Arizona. Looks like it took him just a little time to recover from that. But,
may take a few seconds. That's why they call it a stun gun.
There you go, and his hands are in the air now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we're hearing that Officer Don, who's with us now, has actually had experience with this.
Well, you have to be tased when you're an officer who carries a taser, right, Don?
Well, it used to have to be. Now it's an option, but most go ahead and take it because, you know, it's just one of those
things. So you did, and I take it you screamed, right?
Well, I didn't scream.
Oh.
I mean, I took it like a man. I don't know what you're saying. Jansen's like a girl. I took it like... I handled it, but don't ever do it again.
Okay.
So that's all I got to say.
Gotcha.
No wrecks right now. Traffic looks good on the circle and the interstate. Let's get a look outside, and we'll show you what to expect as you plan to head out the door this morning for work. I guess not school, but inbound Nicholasville Road looks good. Toward campus, no problems there. We're also okay on the north side of town. We just checked things on the circle between Boardwalk over to Winchester Road. It's one cycle of the light through all the intersections, and that's what we're seeing on our Waze map this morning too, with no problems on 75. A couple of stalled cars here and there. You can see our live drivers reporting some stalled cars, mostly over to the side, and also heavy traffic there at Manowar and Clays Mill. That's through the construction zone where that left turn lane is blocked, so that's the issue in that area, but it's still pretty light. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, and with that light traffic, you can crank up Officer Don and Deanne on 98.1 The Bull and listen as you drive in this morning.
Hopefully not cranking up the taser.
No, right.
Yeah.
Just some good country music and great fun out there. All right, more news coming up on WKYT this Monday morning.
Angry Birds has taken on an all-new meaning in one city, and it has nothing to do with that app on your phone. Ooh, look at that. How some lawmakers are getting a lesson in pecking order in about 5 minutes.
And we're looking outside. Beautiful start to the day, but I'm telling you this, once that sunshine gets cranking, so will the temperatures. And I'll show you how high we go coming up.